A U.S. military strike was carried out inside Venezuelan territory, targeting a remote dock facility along the country's coast. The operation was later acknowledged at the highest political level in Washington. While official details remain limited, the message was clear. The United States is now willing to act directly inside Venezuela. And here's where it gets even more interesting. At the exact same time, U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drones were being tracked flying over the Caribbean, operating out of Puerto Rico. Some of them carrying unusually heavy weapons loads. These are not experimental aircraft. These are combat-proven platforms equipped with Hellfire precision missiles capable of striking targets hundreds of miles away with extreme accuracy. So, the question isn't if the strike happened. The real question is, was this a one-off message or the opening move of a much larger operation? To understand that, we need to look closely at the machines involved, the forces gathering nearby, and the pattern that is starting to emerge. The MQ-9 Reaper is often casually referred to as a drone, but that word doesn't do it justice. This aircraft is a strategic weapons platform. Each MQ-9 costs roughly $30 to $35 million, depending on configuration. And that figure rises significantly once you factor in sensors, satellite communications, ground control stations, and weapons. It is operated remotely, often from the continental United States, with pilots and sensor operators sitting thousands of miles away, watching live video feeds in real time. The Reaper has a wingspan of over 66 feet, larger than many crewed aircraft from previous generations, and can stay airborne for more than 24 hours without refueling. That endurance allows it to track targets for an entire day, waiting patiently for authorization. And then there are the weapons. The Hellfire missile weighs around 100 pounds, carries a precision guidance system, and is designed to hit exactly what it is aimed at. Nothing more, nothing less. Traditionally, MQ-9s carry 2 to 4 Hellfires. But recently, something unusual has been observed. Images and flight tracking data show MQ-9 Reapers in the Caribbean carrying 6, 8, and in some cases up to 10 Hellfire missiles using rarely seen multi-rail launchers. This is not the standard configuration. Why load a surveillance aircraft with that much firepower unless there is a real expectation it may be used? That loadout suggests operational readiness, not just monitoring. It signals that the aircraft may be expected to engage multiple targets in a single mission without returning to base. The Reapers operating in this area are believed to be flying from Rafael Hernandez Airport in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, a known hub for long-endurance surveillance missions. From there, an MQ-9 can easily reach Venezuelan airspace, loiter offshore, and return all within a single sortie. The United States operates more than 300 MQ-9 Reapers, making it the backbone of its unmanned strike capability. They are assembled in modular form, shipped, and then configured based on mission requirements, meaning weapons, sensors, and communication systems can be adjusted quickly. So, when Reapers appear with heavier armament than usual, it's not an accident, it's a deliberate choice. While attention is focused on the skies, something equally important is happening at sea. The U.S. Navy and Marine Corps have been conducting intensive amphibious maneuvers in the region involving amphibious combat vehicles and landing craft air cushion hovercraft. Amphibious combat vehicles are designed to transport Marines from ship to shore under real-world conditions capable of moving through water and then transitioning directly onto land. Each vehicle can carry a full infantry squad and is protected against small arms fire and explosive threats. Landing craft air cushion, on the other hand, are massive hovercraft capable of moving heavy equipment, vehicles, and supplies at high speed, bypassing ports entirely. They are ideal for reaching undeveloped coastlines. And that's the key point. You don't rehearse amphibious landings unless you want the option to land forces without permission. These maneuvers go far beyond routine training. They involve coordination between ships, aircraft, and ground units, the kind of integration needed for rapid deployment if the situation changes overnight. Now, let's talk about presence. The USS Gerald R. Ford, the most advanced aircraft carrier ever built, has been operating increasingly close to the region. This ship alone represents an entire moving air base capable of launching dozens of aircraft per day. The Ford is accompanied by guided missile destroyers equipped with advanced radar systems and long-range interceptors. Together, they form a carrier strike group capable of dominating airspace, sea lanes, and coastal regions. At the same time, the USS Ioma, an amphibious assault ship, has been active with Marine units and landing craft. When a carrier strike group and an amphibious-ready group operate in the same region, it's not coincidence. It's layered capability, air power, sea control, ground deployment, all in one place. None of this works without logistics. Over recent weeks, U.S. cargo aircraft and aerial refueling tankers have surged into the Caribbean. These aircraft don't make headlines, but they are essential. They allow surveillance planes to stay airborne longer,